Sigtal Lord, bringing you back to the show for an exciting third game, the beginning of, we hope, a reverse sweep by option 12, or at least 2 wins by option 12. I'd be happy with that.
All right. As we move into this, do keep in mind there is a penalty on team option 12 for balancing purposes. They will be losing their tier 1 bans.
Yeah, that's definitely going to hurt. I mean, you're giving Northern Storm everything that they could want done, basically.
Arguably, because I think that these players on Team Northern Storm are so dynamic. I don't know if the removal of all the bans could have a huge impact, but it's definitely going to be felt, and that's what it's for, folks. It's a balancing effort.
Oh, absolutely. And it definitely leads to some interesting dynamics where there may be actually more power picks up for option 12 even, but it definitely hurts them in a targeted sense. And we are waiting for our second ban to time out here. Riot, we're really asking for a no ban button.
Yeah, that I think that would be a good ad, because even in regular ranked, it allows you to not ban.
Yeah, and not so much for ranked, but even just normal pick ban. Like if I want to practice against a bunch of champions, I mean, I have the option to pick, or no, pick to not ban a champion. And why don't we have that here in customs?
We do see the Zac ban come across as well, and a Swain ban to finish it out. We finally will see some picks now. Option 12. Let's see how they start this out.
What's your power pick that really gets option 12 back in this that you want to see them take with the first pick?
Oh, Caitlyn is a very solid pick. She's very difficult to counterpick, but Ezreal was picked up by Goonstomp, and after his Game 1 performance, it is something to be scared of, folks.
Absolutely, but I definitely think this signals a bit of a change for Northern Storm, where they're looking to get more aggressive, or for option 12, forgive me, where they're looking to really get more aggressive with that early game and not get pushed around while looking to scale.
And we do see the Fizz pick come across, giving option 12 even more threat, as Fizz has been a very strong pick for Sigtal Infinite.
Yeah, definitely looking like a mid-game team comp for Northern Storm for sure. And another very strong pick for option 12. I'm very impressed with their draft so far. That is definitely a bully bot lane.
If Lulu's in the bot lane, but even I'm not a big enemy of Lulu in the top side either. Huge fan. I remember Machine Gun Lulu was always a big thing to watch.
Yeah, I definitely don't disagree with that perspective, but I don't think we're going to see it up there. And we see the Cho'Gath coming through for either the top lane or the jungle. That'll be an interesting flex. And Kaisa getting the hover once again. I hope Northern Storm doesn't look to cheese and cost themselves a chance at a... And they don't. They go straight back to that Udyr, looking like an identical comp to their first game.
Yeah, and they had the flexibility to do that because of the loss of the bans. But with this tier 2 bans, you're going to put Shaken and Chaos in a position where you have to play a little bit more intelligently. That's the benefit of having your tier 2 bans, and they're taking the Kench right off the table, benching the Kench.
Always a smart decision.
And we do see the Xerath ban come across, definitely targeted.
Absolutely, it's so much range on that champion. Though Fizz really looks great against a Xerath. I'm surprised they didn't ban the Lux instead of the Xerath. Lux does better into Fizz than Xerath does.
I agree. I definitely agree.
And what's the final ban gonna be? I definitely think it's got to be targeted towards. Oh,
Seek clarity.
and that is a very interesting ban. We have seen chaos on the champ, but I was not expecting that ban. Definitely
Me
wonder.
either, and I'm interested in this now. I don't think we'll see it happen. It could happen, and Braum comes across. Yet again, Chaos playing with all of our emotions. He does almost every champion select.
Oh, absolutely, and it's always the most fun to wonder. I mean, I would not expect it from Shaken, but a Fizz top lane is not that far out of belief. So.
Well, folks, we are again entering into Game 3. Could be the game-setting match if Northern Storm's able to take this one. I do like the Graves pick.
Yeah, absolutely. It's yet another champ that's allowing them to keep up with the mobility and pressure here. And that is a Cho'Gath mid, I do
Very
believe.
interesting. A very solid pick, as he can endure a lot more into a Fizz. Ace, again, just demonstrating the depth of his champion pool.
Oh, absolutely. And here we have it, folks. We are getting ready to roll. I'm definitely interested to see what we have. Oh! Oh, okay. That makes slightly more sense to me. I thought for a second there that we were going to be seeing the Graves top lane in the Maokai jungle.
That would have been interesting. Definitely much more of a team fight comp on both sides, with Braum Rumble having such synergy. And I really like this comp from Team Option 12. They definitely have the CC in their favor, I believe.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't see any really strong AoE CC out of Northern Storm at all, but we'll definitely see what happens.
Now, folks, as we go into this next game, I am beyond pumped. I cannot express that at the end of all of this, we're going to be possibly crowning our first ever. Honestly, it's blowing my mind to even say it, but return champions. If Northern Storm can close out this match, that would make Fat Lee the first returning champion. The man will have some title belts to defend this upcoming split. Now, Option 12, they could be the upset. This is their opportunity to turn this around, turn this into a reverse split, pull a Cloud9. I don't know if we'll see that. It could happen. Definitely still on the table. Now, though I am excited to watch this game, I cannot stop inviting you. Please join us for our third split. It will be happening around the end of April, at the beginning of May. So please head over, check out the signups. We don't just need regular players, we need support substitutes. Players like Andy AoE that are able to step up in an emergency situation and continue this quality stream that we provide to you, as well as high-level play. So please head over to our Facebook. That's LCUS. And make sure you sign up. Plus, we on the casting team will be looking for some new additions for the next split. So please, come on back. Join us. If you think that you could come up here, I would love to talk to you.
Yeah, until you sit on a championship game series with me, then you kick me out. I see how it is, but
I am a caster of no consequence. I don't really lock down on anybody. Just an emotional choice of mine.
I see how it is. Well, I'm really excited to see this Graves, given that he was just buffed this patch.
Yeah, I remember last season, Graves had a very large impact in the jungle, and we just haven't seen him as much for this first 3 months of this season.
Yeah, he was definitely hard hit by some nerfs during the off season of league and into the beginning of the uh, second LCUS split. And we're getting down there, folks. The anticipation is building. I mean, we're definitely hurting on this side. We're dying for some comeback power on that option 12 side because we want to see a beautiful series here. And so far, it's been the Golden State Warriors pounding on some injured Cavaliers.
It could be if I'm interested to hear who you think is King James in option 12.
Uh, I'm just making a sports comparison. I don't think that there's quite the King James on option 12 at this point.
You heard it here first, folks. Lucky thinks all of option 12 are terrible. Just playing. He's not saying that. April Fools, got you. Got him. Dab.
I mean, if saying that you're not King James is calling you terrible, I think that's a pretty good comparison, given he's one of the best players in his sport of all time.
Yeah, and honestly, I think I've just had to fill too much time tonight. Next time, I'm just going to get some white noise to play for you folks. Probably be just as entertaining.
How could you dare say that, sir? You are the most entertaining thing since macaroni and cheese shapes.
I'm going to have that put on my tombstone.
I can't say I blame you. I love macaroni and cheese, so anything related to it on my tombstone would be glorious.
Well, we do see some changes. We do see Ezreal over there protecting the blue buff, but again, strong Chinese-style aggression coming from Team Northern Storm, but being answered by option 12 as the entire roster is in position to invade on this blue buff.
See, what you actually don't realize is they're not planning to invade, they're planning to suicide under top tower, as they proved me wrong. And they ping out, they clearly ping out where they think option 12 is, and they're not off the mark at all.
Oh, and I believe they are out for blood. They're waiting for Prowler, who might be roaming in. No vision, no one's been caught out yet. Oh, Udyr, I believe, has been seen.
Will they take that blue buff, though? Oh, no, they're just taking the vision.
I think they were out for blood, and that was about it.
So how do you think we will see this Cho'Gath built mid lane? Will he be a tank, or will he go for more of that Prowler AP style?
I think that it's gonna be some AP, but honestly, I look at Cho'Gath to fill what earlier this season was the role of Galio. I think that he's going to be more keep the team fight going, just prolonged fights in the mid lane. Very solid trades.
Absolutely, though I don't think there's quite the engaged potential that you had there with the Galio. The Galio could dive into fights where the Cho'Gath has to lumber.
I love the way you put that, lumber. Definitely like that. Fizz is blowing some potions, definitely trying to keep the pressure on Ace, but doesn't look like he's having too good a job here. And too good a time or doing a great job with it.
Yeah, it's definitely a very even mid lane at the moment.
You Dad.
With actually Ace edging a bit ahead. A little too much harass, costing Fizz some last hits.
We do see Goon Stomp been losing a few of the trades so far.
Oh, and you see Ace get out. Definitely low there, but not by any means a record. And Udyr looking to do a little invading of this Graves. Taking away the Gromps and scaring him off his chickens.
Yeah, very, very difficult because Graves had just left the the top side jungle on blue side, so he really didn't have too much more to farm there.
Yep, and outside of that, we're seeing a pretty even game all around. The Maokai managing to stay up and farm next to the Rumble, which is always a challenge with that pressure that Rumble can exert. And Ezreal nearly going down. But Udyr coming in on the backside. TP coming in from Prowler on the top side. And now an answering TP coming in from the Rumble. But First Blood's going to go to the Caitlyn. And we see some momentum building for option 12. And the AoE going too deep. Is he going to go down in return? And he does go down to the Rumble. Oh, beautiful play, but just a little too deep by that Caitlyn, seeing blood in the eyes. But I don't think she was going to get out of there after that kill, so I don't know if it was worth.
She definitely tried to secure that kill against Goonstomp, and he used his flash in order to escape that. Very, very strong play from both players.
Yeah, absolutely, and it is unfortunate, though, that we see the Ez actually creeping ahead by about a 12 CS at this point. And that may balloon if Kate doesn't make it back to the lane before this wave hits the turret.
Very interesting. And with Graves in the bot side jungle, the Truffle is definitely going to exert some pressure here. As, oh, looks like Northern Storm's going to recall, completely ignoring everything I just said.
Yep, and Kate does manage to catch most of that wave, whittling the lead down to 26 as the next wave crashes into her tower. And we see a gank mid lane, a nice knockup by Cho'Gath. And, oh, the counter gank from Udyr prevents any chance of a kill.
Attempt for the follow-up, but we do see Fizz, though behind in CS, is up a level.
And we're seeing actually a pretty two-camp lead for the Udyr at this time. Graves is looking to make that up, but Udyr is likely going to be ganking the top lane here very shortly.
Yeah, and this is a very different top lane as we're used to seeing a lot more commanding presence from these guys, where these are definitely more tanky picks.
Yeah, it's unfortunate now, though, that this Maokai is really starting to fall behind the farm already, more than getting doubled up by the Rumble. And a nice gank coming in by a patented Ace Roam. And that is... oh! And the Cho'Gath manages to secure the kill. That auto-targeting by NDO AoE had me wondering if Boone was going to get away again.
Yeah, it was very close, and this is a very strong option 12 choice right here. Securing this first Drake, making sure that they're able to begin a comeback in the series and start off with the dominating win in this game 3.
Yeah, absolutely, and their performance so far this game is very encouraging. Prowler has just been outmatched top lane, so putting him on a tank that will have an impact regardless of early game success is an absolutely tremendous move, and we see a strong early game ADC making plays.
Oh, we do see Infinite trying to go a little heavy on this on Ace, but Ace has hit 6, and Cho'Gath is not scared of this burn damage from Fizz.
No, he is not, and he's going straight for that MR build that is so common in the mid lane right now, and it's really strong against someone like Fizz, and it's perfect for a Cho'Gath.
Oh, yeah.
And that Caitlyn has entirely recovered from that CS deficit, actually up by 2 now. You see a nice CS lead for Cho'Gath in the mid lane, and then that is entirely reversed on the top side, where Maokai continues to be punished.
Yeah, this is definitely Team Option 12 showing up to not let the series end on a sour note.
And Rumble's going in hard. I don't quite know what he saw there to burn his ult, but he's definitely looking to make an impact on that Maokai, or versus that Maokai.
Yeah, got to keep your pressure up. Udyr is going to gank in the bot lane. Chaos, he is able to keep Ezreal well-placed shield. We do see the stun from Fat Lee coming across, but looks like Ashway is just able to walk away. Ace does knock up. Oh, looks like Fat Lee will go down. Kill going over to Andy AoE. Goonstomp getting very low. Ultimate from Kate. And Braum does jump ahead, stand behind him. He's going to take the death instead. Goonstomp is not in a position to defend this tower as he has to keep his distance. Folks, this is the option 12. This is what we were wanting for this whole time. I'm really glad they're showing up.
I don't know why he's not just recalling. There's clearly nothing he can do with the turrets, and he's just asking for some more aggression to take him down. Oh, but the roam topside, and both of Northern Storm's players get out low.
Very good answer to that option 12 aggression because of that TP. But definitely 2-kill advantage going over the option 12 plus that first tower. They now have a 1k gold lead. So let's see if they're able to snowball this.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely still advantage option 12. The 1 kill for 2 kills and first tower is definitely not an equal trade. So great for them.
Okay, with the first tower down, that is going to Caitlyn. Looks like they towards the top side, try and provide some support to this Maokai, who is down about half CS.
Definitely interesting that they actually burned the Maokai's TP for him to go up there, and now they're sending him to another lane. Bit of a waste there.
Yeah, but it's one of those things that it's better to fix it now than keep him there for much longer.
Oh, absolutely.
Fat Lee does flash the trap. We see the ultimate come across from Rumble. Ashway does use their ultimate to get out. Looks like the tides have turned as we have the entirety of option 12 up top, with the exception of Maokai, as they were able to secure a kill.
But it looks like he's bitten off a bit more than he can chew, and Cho'Gath bites down on him.
I don't exactly understand that, Rome. There might have been some miscommunication there. Not exactly sure what happened, but 2 kills do go over to option 12.
Yeah, and it's definitely... they definitely made a smart play there, going to the TP after they had burned their own. Sending Maokai to the top lane and then having him go bot. Yeah, this Maokai definitely going to need some mid-game assistance to be relevant late game. He's very squishy and getting very abused.
He is. We did see option 12 pick up the River Herald, the Rift Bearer. Oh gosh, Lord have mercy, the English language. Rift Herald there. Prowler is doing a very good job of clearing the wave under the tower, and you're not getting that much creep damage onto the bot lane turret right now, so things are working well for him. And as long as he has ultimate, it's still going to have an impact. As you see right here, he's able to ward off that Fat Lee engage, at least for a moment.
Yeah, he's definitely going to have to leave that lane now, though. Otherwise, he is going to get dove. And even with the Graves here, I'd hesitate. But they are going to back it out and not take that dive. Actually, the Ez is quite low on mana, so that makes sense.
Oh, and we did see the ultimate that wave clear, so it looks like they are going to dive. Ez is like, I've got auto, guys, let's do this.
It's a nice ult by Graves to clear the wave. But we are now seeing a collapse on top lane. Cho'Gath going for the mid lane turret. The Fizz ult misses, but Ashaway walks onto it. And is Kate going to go down too? Oh, this is looking tough. And Kate is going to go down to the Rumble ult.
Yeah, you want to be careful. If Rumble gets fed, he's going to be a team fighting machine. And it looks like he's already picked up his Haunting Guide. But option 12 is not relenting. It looks like Ace will take the mid lane tower with the assistance of the Rift Herald, as Northern Storm continue the siege on the bot lane, which I don't know if is actually too fruitful right now. It's just allowed Ace to push.
And you will remember that there were changes to Haunting Guys, so it's not the penetration item it used to be. It's a damage against tanks over time, so it won't have quite the impact till late game when Maokai and Cho are a bit beefier.
Oh yeah. Very, very strong call there. Looks like we are going to see this Earth Drake going over to Team Option 12 as they continue their objective control. Looking at it, Kinos calling out, let's go Option 12. Kinos, we're glad to see you in chat, man. Hope you had a good Easter. Arcane Soda, show me Silver Scrapes. It's playing, trust me, at least in my mind.
Yeah, we're definitely going to see some strong map movements now between both of these teams. Both of them are coming into the mid game on fairly equal footing, so it's really going to be interesting to see how they move around the map, because that's what both these teams are known for.
Oh yeah, and Ace is showing that with that Cho split is still on the table, even with him in the mid lane. He continues just to go to the lane wherever Northern Storm aren't and continue the objective push.
Absolutely, and he's definitely looking to go for more of an AP presence, going Rod of Ages on the Cho'Gath.
Yeah, again, filling that mid-tank role.
Yeah, actually, it's if he was going for a mid-tank role, I would have expected a bit more magic resist, actually, which isn't built into Rod of Ages at this point. Oh, and the Maokai is looking to take down this Fizz! Man, oh man, I did not expect that matchup to go in that direction. Nice work by Prowler.
Yeah, very strong. Who went Banner of Command first item.
Yeah, that is going to be very strong, especially if they can get it opposite Udyr, with all of the magic damage focused on Option 12. Or Northern Storm, I should say. And we are seeing this Caitlyn looking to start coming online. She should finish her first crit item here. Her first attack speed item here shortly. And we are seeing a gank set up in the top lane with a little bit of a bait. Oh, and is Ace gonna get caught here? But Graves is coming in, and they're still going for the Cho'Gath. But and Cho'Gath and Fat and the Udyr both go down, and the Rumble gets out.
1-for-1's not a bad trade.
Absolutely not. And
oh, we do see the TP coming in the bot lane as to try and catch Goon Stomp and Chaos out. Ezreal going very low. We see that the headshot is blocked. Chaos trapped back, but it looks like he is throwing down the slows and trying to get some stun procs off. Looks like Ashway is very low. I don't know if she'll want to go in. Chaos is rooted. Looks like he will go down.
And the Rumble coming in from the backside is getting turned on. Can the Fizz make it in time to make an impact? Graves coming in as well. The Maokai ult coming down. Oh, Lulu, you don't want to be on there, my friend. But she manages to live.
All about them shields.
Absolutely. And the Rumble is on the run. But there's a Graves coming around in front of him. Oh, and the nice flash, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Oh, Graves gets the Rumble, and now the Udyr looks to be in some trouble. Speed versus CC.
Yeah, very hungry of Fat Lee there, going in what was a 1v4.
And we see a 1k lead for Option 12 blossom into a 3k lead after 4k I should say, 3.5 after some very promising plays then led to too much chase. Beautiful TP play though.
Yeah, this is where we're going to have to see Northern Storm do a little bit more struggling as they try to figure out how do we come back from this. What do you think is the best play for Northern Storm right now, Lucky?
For Northern Storm, I think they are really going to have to... They'd really have to look to team fight to take advantage of this Rumble's power, but the team they have just really isn't built for it. It's built for split push and kiting away from engage.
And it looks like Ace is going to continue his split push efforts as we see Northern Storm try to engage. We do see the Fizz ultimate does land on. It does go down to Fat Lee. Braum is trying to slow down. They full procs go off on Prowler. The knockup happens. Prowler still alive. Looks like he might get the kill on Ezreal.
And Ezreal lives again. Is this guy a cat? I think he's got 9 lives. I know we've got Kitty Cat Katarina, but I didn't think we had Exploring Kitty Ezreal.
I don't know what his secret to success is. Maybe it's he's got the elixir or something, but he's just not going down.
Well, I actually think it's those ninja tabbies really helping him out there. That's actually really unique buy there.
Yeah, very enlightened.
And
looks like they are trying to catch out Ace. Fat Lee continuing the damage. Goonstomp is going to come in to poke. Kill going over to him, finally getting him on the board. As he does have a CS lead. I think this doesn't almost equal it out, but this definitely catches him up to Kate.
Yeah, and this is gonna be the dragon for Northern Storm. Definitely a nice move getting that catch. And at this point, we've really got to see Northern Storm get sieged by Option 12. I mean, Option 12 has a team fighting siege comp. The Caitlyn poke, the Caitlyn traps, the Lulu poke, the tank line, but here they might get their own pick. They've got to do they have the damage and the chomp for the extra stack for Cho'Gath. And he
looks like they're just going to tank this damage. Not for too long though. Oh, and we do see the Maokai ultimate to disengage.
Yeah, very smart play. Seeing the Udyr looking to flank there, and the Fizz coming in with... he didn't have ult up, but it was still a smart play regardless.
Yeah, very much so. Looks like we do see Northern Storm trying to match the rotations of Option 12, but Option 12 kind of floating here. And I don't really see an advantage for Northern Storm right now, anywhere that they should be. They're met by Option 12, and the 2 lanes that they could be pushing just aren't in a position where it can really capitalize.
Yeah, they are sending the Rumble to bot lane now. They really should be able to get these 2 outer lane towers, and that would actually bring the golds down under a 1k lead. So if they can manage to get that, but Caitlyn's responding to Ezreal, and we've got Maokai and Graves responding to Rumble.
Yeah, this wave clear is going to make this very difficult. Both of these side lanes. Option 12 is doing everything they can and succeeding in maintaining this lead right now.
Yeah, and it's very interesting. This Ezreal's going a very strange variation here. He picked up the Sheen, but now it looks like he's going into Bork before finishing his Sheen item.
I think he's getting to a point where he knows he needs to deal with Cho'Gath and Maokai a little quicker.
Yeah, absolutely, but so much of your damage comes from that fully completed Sheen item that it's really critical to get
Prowler looks like he might get caught out. The Braum stacks do go off. Lulu ultimate keeping him alive, but looks like Northern Storm isn't going to give this up without a fight.
And the chomp comes down from Cho'Gath. He wanted that Fat Lee really bad.
Oh, and the Braum stun is actually what secured that kill. On top of the Rumble ultimate, there wasn't much that Truffle could do to get out.
Yeah, and we have a 2 for 2, and it's definitely anyone's guess about who would win this if they go 3 versus 3.
Looks like there's going to be a full disengage by both teams. And the OOE clearing out the wave, making sure that they can't push into this tower. Shaken Not Stirred is showing his presence to bot lane, but Ace with Cho is just huge right now.
Oh, absolutely. He has a nearly, actually, he has a 2K gold lead on Fizz. It's just spectacular to see. I mean, crazy.
And he does have his completed Stone Plate and Rod of Ages, so he did go very tanky.
Yeah, from a gold perspective, it's really Rumble keeping this Northern Storm team in the game. Other than that, there are strong advantages across the board for option 12. And Maokai looking to potentially get caught out here, but still probably a little beefy for Ezreal, though he has completed the Bork now. And we're seeing the sneak attack on the Baron. Though they don't really have a tank there, and Fizz is coming in. Ezreal ult unleashed, and that's going to be a double kill for Fizz. Can he escape the chomp, though? He cannot, and he goes down. And, ooh, Maokai's going to get caught out here as well. He's not going to be able to escape this CC. And we see another engage going down topside. But nothing's going to come of that. Option 12 is just too split here. I mean, if they want to take Baron, they need to force Northern Storm to come fight him 5v5. And this Cho'Gath is massive. That had to be his third or fourth stack on a champion. And what does he have for stacks overall?
Looks like Cho'Gath right now is setting stack-wise on 6. No, more than 6. They've removed the cap so you can get more than 6.
Yep.
Trying to remember where they put that on the. Either way, folks, looks like this team fight's going to continue. Northern Storm's still holding it at a 2K gold lead. I think we're going to see this Drake contested, though, so we'll have to see. This could be the deciding factor.
Yeah, and those... We do see the gold lead closing down. Oh, but...
Whoa, he just deleted Fat Lee there.
And deletes the Fizz as well. And in comes the Caitlyn with a nice ult. And Rumble ults to disengage.
Does mean a third Drake and a second Mountain Drake of those 3 for Team Option 12. They have extended their gold lead by another solid gold. Oh, looks like Goonstomp is going to try and catch out Ace, but not successful, as he could be collapsed on by the rest of the team and will be going down to Caitlyn.
And we could potentially see them go towards Baron, but it doesn't look like they're going... they are headed that direction with the Ezreal down for another 30 seconds.
Yeah, Fat Lee just now coming up.
Yep, and the Cho'Gath, I'd be slightly hesitant to do this without the Cho'Gath there, but he's catching a wave bot lane. His TP is up, however.
Oh, looks like they are not going to be in the best position as this goes incredibly low. Blue team is able to...
And the ADC secures. That had to be a little nerve-wracking.
Yeah, but they did take down Fat Lee, so there is no real threat at that point. Looks like they are finally trying to secure this now. Looks like they are even on turrets, 3-3, but that could change with this Baron buff on Team Option 12. Now, with the... If we put these ADCs page to page, it looks like Caitlyn does have a very large benefit, but Looks like Goonstomp did finish his Bork, and looks like he's working on a Triforce right now.
Yeah.
And just finished it.
Oh, and the wrong decision by Caitlyn, but we all make them once in a while.
Yeah, difficult once you're in that Fizz ultimate to get out. Oh, we do see the ultimate come across into the back line. Cho'Gath trying to escape. Doesn't look like he will. We only have 2 members of Option 12 alive right now that still have the Baron buff. And they're hunting for him. And they are pushing down this mid lane to take a tower. Mid lane tower for mid lane tower. They are pushing this out. Prowler is trying to poke, trying to prevent this tower from going down, but he will not be successful. Baron minions are knocking down some of red side minions. They continue this siege. Looks like they have about another 10 seconds before Lulu comes up and another 16 before Ace comes up on Cho'Gath. So they are disengaging, looking to clean up some jungle as they go up. Looks like this is going to continue. They are clearing out the Baron pit, making sure this vision is in their benefit, at least for a while. We do have some time before the next Baron does come up, though, folks. Now, while we are in this brief lull, looking at it, looks like Kinos is definitely chiming in. Let's go reverse sweep. Oh, come on, that'd be exciting. Kinos, are you a prophet? I hope so, says Arcane Soda. Looks like we do see more towers going down as Option 12 take the mid lane turret, but not without cost. Looks like it's 1 for 1 right now, folks. 2 for 1 going in favor of Team Northern Storm as they keep up the aggression, trying to even out this team fight. Ashway is going to go down. Prowler trying to make it even by taking down Fat Lee, but it does not look like he'll be successful. Fat Lee is able to make it out.
And we might see this giant Cho'Gath go down.
That will be the ace in favor of Team Northern Storm, who still have 4 people up. Let's see what they do with this 30 seconds of freedom.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to do too much. There's no major objectives on the map, and all the waves are pushing against them, but they'll definitely be able to clear out some vision and reverse the map push.
Oh yeah, they're not giving up without a fight. They've brought this back down to a 1K gold lead. At one point it was up to 6.
Yeah, the Northern Storm's definitely making their case to still go for a sweep. It's highly possible. These teams are basically dead even, though we are starting to see the Kate really outscale the Ezreal.
Looks like most of Option 12, all of them are back up right now, and they are pushing out the lanes that were able to push out during that short hiatus after the ace.
And we're seeing the Dragon being the next major set of contention. I definitely think that this team fight or the next Baron is really going to decide the game.
Yeah, it's so close right now. Where one misplay from either team could cost the comeback or cost the 3-0 victory for Northern Storm.
Yeah, looking to start their own SKT streak over here.
Could be. I don't know if we can make skins for them, but I'll draw them a very nice picture. Now they are setting up, continuing this assault to try and take this Drake. This is an Infernal Drake, and it will be the first one of the game, so this could be the deciding factor with 8% damage going to the victor.
Interesting trap line. I definitely would have liked to seen it extended closer to the Baron pit to kind of deny that, or Dragon pit to deny a bit more access to that.
Well, if you go in, you're definitely gonna feel it. So we'll have to see. But yeah, you're correct in the placement.
And the Cho'Gath looking to motorboat in, but changes his mind. Oh, there he goes. And we've got the Fizz coming in from the backside, taking out the Caitlyn. The major source of damage for Option 12 and the Fizz going down, but now the Rumble and the Ezreal are unleashed, and that's going to be another ace by the looks of it.
Yeah, they got the 8% damage, but at what cost?
Yeah, they...
But again, Northern Storm not really in a place where they can capitalize too much. Outside of the bottom lane, and they are pushing in mid as well, so folks, I'm completely wrong.
Yeah, they very well might get... well, Rumble's going to have to recall to deal with the top lane wave, but they probably will get a couple of inhibitor turrets off this.
That at least. Fatley doing a good job rotating bot to help his team so they can at least... Don't think they'll get it done. Outside of pushing waves, again, no benefit. Took one tower.
Yep, but Northern Storm does have their first lead of the game in quite some time.
Yeah.
And we're looking at that next Baron fight coming up, and they're having a fight over the Rift Scuttler. And the Rift Scuttler goes to... Oh, now we're having a fight over the champs, and this time they have kept their Caitlyn safe with the Shogath and Maokai in the front. This Northern Storm team simply cannot survive a front-to-back fight, but that Fizz flank last fight was pristine.
It was very good. Now, looking at it, this is option 12's Baron to loot. Fatley is up, so there is a threat, and we do have the threat of Ezreal, but it's going to take some work.
Oh, and the steal!
No! At what cost? Fatley does go down. So that right now there are 2 members of Northern Storm that will have that Baron.
And they are looking to make a play on mid lane, which they might regret, as there's still 4 members of option 12 up.
Yeah, they're going to have to move quick.
Oh, and the Kate's going to take the ult, but she does get the shield and the ult, and they might very well be out of Baron buff here. Nope, Ezreal's looking to get away, and the Show is not in a position to flank him.
Option 12 is pushing up the mid lane. It looks like Fatley will be able to help them fight this mid lane fight, but Rumble is out of position. So we'll have to see if anything comes out of this. This tower is down, but the inhibitor itself is going down very quickly. Nothing much that they can do with that. All the lanes are pushed out, except Ace was able to push out the top lane, so now they're going to work on that top side inhibitor turret. Goes down one shot as they continue to push onto the inhibitor.
Yeah, really big mistake making that push up mid lane. But 8, they're looking to re-engage, and the fight is turning. Graves takes the Fizz ult. That's not who you want to go on if you're option 12. Option 12 takes out the Fizz, and we're going to see front-to-back team fight once again, and Caitlyn is doing the damage. Maokai goes down.
Oh, Fatley's still there. The ultimate does come from Caitlyn, doesn't do the damage.
And they should be able to walk this up and end the game by the looks of it.
This could be the start of the reverse sweep, folks. Man, first tower goes down. Looks like we're working on the second. They have another 15 seconds before the first member comes back up. But they are not risking it, putting the damage directly on the inhibitor. On the Nexus. Cho'Gath not having any of that. And we do see Game 3 going over to option 12. Could this be the start of the reverse split? Folks, we are so excited to find out. Lucky, did you see this happen?
I don't know. I think I went all Lee Sin and was kind of blind.
Well, if I remember correctly, me, being the prophet that I am, did call that for option 12. Now, I'm going to have to see some picks before I make another prophecy, folks. But I can tell you, what I prophesied came true. We saw 41k damage go over on Caitlyn, 25 on that Cho'Gath. Though the numbers were higher, with 45 on Ezreal and 22 on that Fizz pick by Sigtal Infinite, I will tell you the Cho was enlightened here. He allowed the team fights to continue to a point where it was very difficult to manage. Plus, he was able to secure those river objectives so well. Now, that being said, that incredible Baron steal by Fat Lee, though cost him his life, probably bought them a few more minutes, in my opinion. Thoughts, Lucky?
I'm incredibly excited to see where this series goes from here. I mean, we saw some tremendous team fighting and a lot of great work by both these teams.
Oh, yeah. Very, very solid play all around.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm excited for the fourth game, and my throat is parched, so we will be right back.